What's up, Gucci gang? It's been a while. I've been busy, but look what I have here. I finally got that little bolt for the exhaust shield, and my dealer, my motorcycle dealer, he said that it's that they should not, because look, it has the Loctite over it. He said that they never fall out, and I was like, well, it fell out on my bike, and then I got a bit scared that maybe it didn't fall out, maybe it cracked. So I was worried that maybe it's broken on the inside. So I had a look, and thank God it's not stuck in there, so it didn't crack. It did actually fall out, which is unusual, but I got this for free and I'm gonna put it in now, so stay with me. But also, what I wanted to tell you about the engine paint discussion that we have going on here. I did some investigation and I spoke with the dealer about it, and just stay with me and I'll tell you what he told me, okay? Yeah, and then obviously we're gonna go for a ride, but I'm not gonna film it because I don't have a proper camera yet, so it's gonna be me riding and then doing some talking, okay? I don't know what else I want to share with you, but I'm pretty sure something will come up, okay? Stay with me. Okay, I'm here, you see? So, yeah, look at the paint. It's terrible. But it is what it is. Well, this one, which is under the seat, I think it might work. This orange thing, what do you call it, the Loctite on it, but actually I can't get it in. The bolt. Alright, I made it so far, but I want to add this because I want to make sure that it's not gonna go anywhere again. What do you think? Huh? Yeah, so let me just screw it in and then I'll tell you the story. Also, I know what I want to share with you today related to relationships, because I've had some experience recently about, well, basically I've been sending money to my daughter, packages, and so on and so forward, but oh, there we go. I'm so tired of this rattling. I'm just looking forward to it. I hope it's gonna solve the problem. Yeah, should be tight now. Ta-da! I'm so happy. I'm gonna go test it out, and then I'll report back. And I wanted to share with you that I'm sending, from time to time I'm sending some money to my daughter in Ukraine, and my ex-wife. The only communication from her, she's just demanding, not demanding, but like she wants money. But the thing is, the nicer that I am, the more that I send and care, the more that I'm just being ghosted or ignored. And I really don't understand why. And it's just so frustrating, and has been so much painful for me, because I'm really trying to do the best I can, given the circumstances. But the more I try, the worse actually I feel, because I am not being appreciated. Yeah, it is kind of my problem, because I'm not doing that to feel appreciation. I'm just doing that, to help, and because I'm responsible. But it's just very painful. I don't know if any of you have been in a similar situation. Don't know what to do. What I'm thinking about is to avoid that pain is just to cut the communication completely and just keep sending money. But because every time I communicate, I feel pain. Or go above it. What do you think? Okay, I'm gonna go on a ride and I'll report back later. Stay with me. Okay, let's go. It's beautiful. We're here and I'm so happy because the rattle is gone, and now I can enjoy the sound of this beautiful big engine. Shut up there. I think the seagulls are having an orgy. Yeah, the bike is dirty, and I don't have time to clean it, honestly. I don't care. I don't think it doesn't make any sense to clean it anyway at the moment because I'm riding in all sorts of weather on it, and yeah, I'll just wait until it gets a bit warmer. I wanted to share with you about the paint, so I spoke with my Guzzi dealer and asked him about this issue, and he said that Moto Guzzi have no problems of paying, but not. The thing is, to do it properly, as he said, the painters that he spoke with, they don't want to put their name onto it because to do it properly, you need to take the engine apart and take everything apart. And he said that's a 24-hour job to do that. That's a lot of work to take everything apart and put it back together. And Guzzi, they don't want to cover that. If it was just the paint, yeah, sure. He also said that he bought some paint for it. It was very expensive. He has it. But he just decided not to go forward with it. And he told me that's why the bike was priced as it was. Which, in all fairness, it was the cheapest bike in the UK. This mileage and this year. And yeah, you get what you pay for. I mean, I didn't see it until I bought the bike, actually. But you know what? I don't care. And yeah, certainly I don't want to take the engine apart to get this painted. Not at the moment. I don't think it's good to take anything apart unless it needs to, you know. And here's the sun, just for us. Yeah, I was thinking on the way here about what I've said about, you know, this family situation. Do you know what? I think maybe it's kind of selfish to expect something. It's just that I've sent a package, you know, to my daughter. I've been running around for her birthday, putting things together, you know, selecting things, and she didn't even say anything. Not thank you, nothing. Just didn't react. And then I asked her 3 weeks later, like, what's wrong? She said, oh, because I told you that I don't like chocolates and you don't listen to me. And I thought, what? Like, I've put so many other things in there. And I got really upset about it. But then I thought now that probably is the age and, you know, teenage years. I mean, when we were teenagers, we didn't really care about our parents, and children, they don't know that until they become parents, I guess. So maybe it's selfish to be upset, but it is. Can't do much about it. Was upset. And yeah, I feel like the only time that I'm being contacted by my ex and my daughter is only when the money is running out, you know. But then I'm not really surprised because I know for a fact that my ex was with me because of, well, for many years because of, you know, the financial comfort, and she admitted that to me, which is okay. So obviously, yeah, we are our parents, so what can I expect? I can't expect anything else from my daughter because, you know, the mother is like that. So unfortunately it is. Why is it that many times there's one person who loves and the other person is just, you know, kind of just there or taking advantage, or I don't know. Why is it always like that? I don't know. Do you know? Very rare, especially these days, you see couples who've been and support each other for years and years and really love each other. That's very rare. I know couples like that. Do you? So yeah, I haven't had any motivation to film anything, and I didn't know what to tell you, because I don't even know if anyone cares about any of these things. But from let's talk about the positive stuff. The positive stuff is that I have accomplished a lot, and I have a lot of time to myself, and I really enjoy, the time, really much. And well, actually, the only thing that upsets me, it's actually just the communication with my ex, because I miss her really, and I really love her, but there's no way back. You can't go back to the past, or be back with someone you love that that has already been with other men. It's just an impossibility for me. I know some men do that, but I am pretty sure that if you stay sober, maybe if you're drinking or taking drugs from time to time, you can kind of put a veil over it and not think about it. But when you get sober, I'm pretty sure that most men will think about the stuff that their exes have been doing with other men, Well, I certainly do. So I don't want to think about it. And the only time I'm thinking about it is actually when I communicate with her. Conclusion, don't communicate. But how don't you communicate when you have an underage child? You can't. You're stuck. It's a prison in a way. So I guess I'm waiting until my child grows up. Although I know that a lot of couples are friends and they get along and all of that. But maybe it's gonna be like that in the future. But I've never been a friend to my ex. We've never been friends really. Friendship didn't evolve. Maybe it will over time. I don't know. We'll see. I don't mind that. She said herself that it's beneficial. We have to stay friends. But then I hear that she's just talking shit about me to my daughter and to other people. So yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Okay, just wanted to let it out there. Yeah, it was actually last week I had this. Now it's better, but I mean that I had a phase where I was just really upset over all of this, this stuff with her. But it's much better now. Yeah, let's talk about the bike. So you see these things, there's like rust here. These can be changed. It's not a problem. So I'd probably do that. And what else? Love the bike. I'm waiting to get the panniers. I'm working on them. And also I had a cycle light. These fog lights, the original fog lights, they cost a fortune, I mean, I might put them on when I'm not able to financially at the moment, but I had this bike light, just the bicycle light, and it's very, very, very bright. I thought, let me just try to see if I can fit it, and it works. I just fit it, and you can get one for 20 pounds. It's it's a really good one, rechargeable battery. So I have a cheap cheap solution, but it works. Yeah, I'll probably get the original one as soon as I can. Yeah. Otherwise, when I ride the bike, I forget about all of this, relationship stuff, the heart aches and all of that. So if you're in the same situation, go ride your bike. Yeah, it's gonna be a short video. Let me know if you want to know something, if I can film something to you, for you related to the bike. If you have any questions, it would be great. Otherwise, yes, I am really busy with work. I have a lot of things I need to finish, and hopefully once that's done, I will be able to film some really high quality riding content and go on the journeys that I'm planning to go on. Okay, so stay with me, and thank you for watching and subscribing and liking, and for your comments. It means a lot to me. See you soon. You know, to finish off today, I was thinking about, I haven't read the story about Steve Jobs, and the only thing that I heard about that he didn't treat his ex-wife and daughter right or something like that. But you know, I've met other men and women who don't have relationships with their fathers, and maybe try to have them, well, just before they pass away. I know someone like that, where she spent the last month with her dad after she found out that he was dying and had cancer, and then they bonded and he was gone. And you know, being in this myself, well, first of all, I know for sure that I'll never abandon my daughter, you know, but I know, I think I know what many men might be going through, and the reason why they distance themselves and they lose their relationship is simply because it's just too much pain. And I'm speaking about myself, but I think it is like that with many others. When couples grow apart and they argue and they become enemies, and then children are affected by one parent, and you know, it's an assumption, but I think that, you know, some men, they just want to take distance and forget all of that and just start over, simply because it's just too painful, okay? I'm talking about myself, obviously. Can't say for others, but this is what I assume. What do you think? Would be great to know. Otherwise, see you soon. Thanks for watching and commenting and liking.